Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this quick video, we're going to do two fun things. Number one, we're going to create a pillow wrap, and I'm going to tell you all about them. This is the one that I'm preparing to take off of the pillow that sits on my car. So I'm going to tell you all about these. We'll do one, and then I had so many requests to show how to make flat pulled string burlap flowers like this one minus the magnet, that we're going to do that, and we're going to add it to the pillow wrap. So it should be fun, and if you've been wanting to know how to do these pulled string burlap flowers, stay till the very end because we're going to do the pillow wrap first. All right, as you're hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to sprinkle all that regular jazz. And let me tell you about pillow wraps. What is a pillow wrap? Well, it is the easiest thing in the whole world, the easiest way to switch your pillows out seasonally. You're just gonna wrap this around a pillow, and then when you're done, you will unwrap them. They come to a set. They're this really nice fabric. They have these long strips of Velcro on the back of them so you can adjust to your pillow. And I usually use them on this. This is one of the Magnolia Design Company 18 by 18 pillow covers, and inside is a 18 by 18 pillow. These are super nice, super duper nice. And how this works, I mean, it seriously couldn't be any easier. That's it. And I will press it to heat set it when it is dry. So let's do it. These pillow covers come a set of two. They're called 18 by 18 pillow covers. These pillow wraps come a set of two also. And let me see if I can find the center. I'm just going to put a little pin right here at the center, and I will lay it out flat. And we are going to be using something that is brand new. We're going to be using this adorable Cheetah Love stencil, and we'll be doing a burlap flower here instead of the sunflower. But this is a really cute stencil design, and I feel like you could use it all year long. So I'm going to make some t-shirts. I just have lots of plans for this. Anyways, this is from MagnoliaDIY.com. And when I'm all finished, I will get all the information organized, and I will be glad to get that to anyone who wants. So let's put this on centered. And I'm just going to basically eyeball it. So I'm going to take it off the backing. I am not fuzzing this because I'm using it on fabric, and it is not necessary to fuzz when you are using it on fabric. You do want to get it on straight though. And I probably should have pressed it, but I think it will be okay. Yeah, that looks reasonably straight. Okay, if I was doing this on a white t-shirt, I would pick something a bright color. If I was doing this on like a purple t-shirt, I've got some fuzz or something in here. I would use white ink. It would be super cute on a chalkboard too. But just to be a little different today, we're going to use some of these metallics. We're going to be using glittering gold ink. This one is called glittering copper ink. This one I love. This is called glittering rose gold ink and glittering silver ink. And there's also a glittering white, and this is a glittering black. But these are the 4 that we're going to use. So let me just figure out what order. I think I'm going to do the silver in the center because it's going to be covered up a little bit. And then I'm going to do the copper, the gold, and the pink, like this order right here. Okay, so let's start with the gold. We'll do this first. We'll set it aside. We're going to build our flat pulled string burlap flower. We're using this. This is that 5.5 inch burlap ribbon that you can find at Walmart. It's awesome. It comes in a ton of different colors, but of course I'm doing cream, and I will be building it on a piece of canvas, which I'm probably going to cut smaller, but you can also build them on a piece of the burlap too. Okay, so how much do I need? And I want to move, kind of speedy to get this done. I don't want it to dry in the holes of my stencil. Okay, there's my gold. Here is my silver, and I'll show this to you, the whole thing, in just a moment. This probably is going to end up being mostly covered up by the flower, but I want you to see it. These glittering colors are so awesome. Okay. There's that one. Here is the rose gold. This is my favorite. Look at that. It's a great color. I may finish our burlap flower that will do that will become the O with a vintage mother of pearl button, but you could use bling. There's a lot of different things that you could finish it off with. Like this one is not flat, but it's bling. And this one is not flat either, see what I mean? But it's got a button. So I'm just trying to decide. Okay, and then let's do the golds on here. No, this is copper, sorry. Gold, silver, rose gold, copper. And this design is called Love Cheetah. Or Cheetah Love, or something like that. It's brand spanking new. Okay, that was easy. Pull this out. It looks awesome. It's pretty darn cute right now. It really is. I will make sure that I get a picture of it before I actually glue our pulled flat burlap flower in the center. Okay, I just put it in a little tub of water so it could soak. And I'm going to set this aside. Oh, well, let me show you what it looks like first. Isn't that cute? I mean, this would make a super cute t-shirt. It'd be cute on the back of a jean jacket. There's lots of things you could do with that. Okay, let's move on to the flowers, which, so this is what the 5.5 inch burlap ribbon looks like. I get it at Walmart. It's not with the ribbon, it's with the faux florals and like the seashells and rocks and stuff in the craft section. And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut off, you know, a good chunk of it. And I'm not sure how much I will need. Okay, and I cut up a row so that when I pull off the first 2 layers, it's going to look like this. Okay, so when it's brand new cut, it is difficult to pull the strings out. And pulling the strings out is why it is called pulled string flowers. So I have found that using some like little jewelry pliers or something like that can make it easier. I'm just going to grab onto one of the little strings and pull it out. Don't worry, we're not going to do this whole thing. I've pre-done one, but I just want to show you what it looks like when you pull your strings out. Okay, don't pull every single string out. You want to go to each edge and leave 2 or 3 rows, especially see where it's sewn or glued, or I don't know what that is, but you want 2 or 3 rows on each side. Okay, so that is what that will look like. And don't throw these out either. Okay, here's the one that I pre-made before I came live. And it is all ready to go. It is probably about 26 inches long. But I don't know that I'll necessarily need all of that. The next step is to fold it over like a little sandwich and glue it together right along the seam. I am going to be using this on a pillow, but oh, and don't throw away your strings because there's lots of other uses. These are all the strings that came out of the one that I got ready. You can make tassels. These look good in bows. So I just gather them up and tie a loose knot in the center, and I have literally a whole bag full of that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing. Sandra says, oh, perfect. All right, so let's just start. So I'm not using fabric glue, I'm just using regular low temperature hot glue. You will definitely get hot glue on your fingers, so don't use hot glue. It's just unnecessary. Can you see what I've got going on here? I just folded it over. So let me get this all glued together. Oops, there goes my glue gun onto the floor. So this is the one I like, which if you watch DIY Dreaming at all, I talk about this hot gluing device all the time. It's SureBonder and it's a low temperature one. Under $10, you can find these at pretty much any craft store, at Walmart, at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just using the regular hot glue sticks that belong to this brand. The fabric ones are a little bit more expensive and it's not necessary. We're not going to ever wash this pillow. If we did, then the burlap would completely unravel and fall apart. So this is just going to be a decorative pillow for the sofa or something. And yes, I am not using the more expensive hot glue for fabric, which is washable. And I just used that glue, that special hot glue for fabric on these tea towels to attach the ribbon at the base so that these will be washable. I am using ink though, and that is important. That's why I used this metallic, they're called glittering inks, because suppose somebody sat down on the sofa and their jacket was a little bit damp or wet. If they lean up against a pillow wrap that is done with ink that has been heat set with a hot iron for 3 or 4 minutes, it's not going to come off. But if they sat up against a pillow wrap that maybe had chalk paste on it, it could smear all over their jacket, all over the sofa. Okay, and this is a piece of canvas deck, but I've concluded as I was preparing that it's going to be too big. And I don't want the this flower to cover up the whole word. So I will measure this in just a second. If you wanted, you could use this burlap ribbon in another color, and it would be lovely. Okay, I'm going to cut this little bit off here, and this is roughly 3.5 inches in diameter. Okay, I think that will work just fine. Okay, to make your flower flat like this and not elevated like this, you're just going to start wrapping it the outside, and you're going to really twist as you're going around, and you're going to kind of pull it flat to what you're gluing it to. So I'm not going all the way out to the edge because this will be way too big. If I do, might still be too big. I don't know. We'll see. I can make a smaller one later, and so I'm going to just keep going with my hot glue, and I'm pulling and sticking it down. You won't see this part. It'll be covered up. So can you see what I've got going on? After I showed the other day my flat pulled string burlap flowers, I had a ton of people ask me, how do you make those? And so that's part of why I decided to do this project today, so I would be able to show you. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now we're just going to use what is left and go around a little bit inside of our first ring. I do think this would be a little bit easier to do if you were sitting down and not recording yourself. Okay, so we've got 2 rows, and I'm going to keep going in and in like a little spiral. I'm pushing it into the hot glue. You could, if you want to try, use something like Eileen's tacky glue, but the issue with that is that it really doesn't dry fast enough, and I can see already that I'm definitely going to have to cut this edge here off, otherwise you will see it. It does get a little more challenging as you get to the center to get it to lay flat. What have I got going on here? Just a little bit further into the very center. All right, and then I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to try just to cut this band and not the strings that are glued down on here. Okay. So this is what it looks like, and it definitely may be a little bit big. I was thinking you could also do something like this. This is just a little stacked flower, and this is clothesline rope from Walmart and a button, so you could do something like that too. But let's cut this edge off here. So this is basically all there is to it. I'll show you how to do the rolled ones also in just a second. We'll use what I have left. So I'm going to cover up this center and just pull that in. With a large button. See, it's flat. And let me just find a pretty button from my stash. This is really pretty. It's got like etching on it. It's hard to see in this light. I think we'll do this one. And I could add another layer if I wanted, like a smaller button. See, it's flat. And on, I'm going to show you with what I have left here, which is not much. With the regular ones, they're rolled. You have a little bit of a lip where they're elevated. This other style is definitely easier. Okay, so to do the other style, you start out exactly the same, pulling the strings, and then you basically just start rolling this on itself. I'm using hot glue. See what I'm doing? I'm just rolling it into itself. You could use this style on the pillow as well, but it's not going to lay flat. So if you lean up against it, I don't know if that would be comfortable or not. See, basically I'm just rolling it on itself. And And I'll show you the last step with this style. Let's cut off these little bits right here before we get to the very end. Okay, so this is called a pulled string burlap flower also. It's not super pretty. You want to go into the center of it to kind of open it up and push it flat, and then you'll fluff it around a little bit. Basically, it's going to look like that. Let me find another button. This is pretty. It's perfect size. I'm going to put a blob of glue in the center. Stick my button on. So this one is rolled, and see, it's got that little lip as opposed to this one that is flat. And that is basically it. Let me grab my pillow wrap. Oh, I want to show you a couple other things real quick. So I may end up making a smaller one. Although this would work, it's just a little bit big. I was going to glue it right there. I could glue that there. I think I'll definitely make a smaller one to go here. But this is that new Cheetah Love stencil from Magnolia DIY.com with the glittering gold, silver, copper, and rose gold inks on it. Super easy. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you was, and that is going to go around this pillow on our hearth. For Valentine's, it's super easy to change it out. So, the pillow wraps come 2 in a package. Magnolia also has some super nice garden flags that come 2 in a pack. Okay, this is go. This is all really nice fabric too. And then they also have a lumbar pillow cover that is, I think it's 16 by 24 inches. They have tote bags, they have aprons, they have table runners, they have all kinds of great fabric things that come neutral. They come in that creamy ivory color, and then you can doll them up however you would like. Anyways, I hope that you liked this tutorial on making pulled string burlap flowers. This is the traditional way, which is just rolled. This one is the flat style of it. And I think it may be too big for what I have going on with that pillow wrap, but super easy. Be sure to use low temperature hot glue so you don't burn yourself. Let me know if you have any questions. Do a this or a this if you feel like it. That's a heart. Feel free to sprinkle. Let me know if you would like my links. If you just want to hop over to take a peek, I will make it super easy. Say link or supplies or pillows or something like that, and I'll reply back to you with the links, and then you can just click your finger on whatever in the list you might like to take a peek at, and it'll take you directly there. So no searching or hunting, just super easy. Alrighty, have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon.